What's up, YouTube? Been a long week. Finally, the weekend I get to come play in my shop here. So last time we were here, I got the smoker to basically all welded together. Got to get the bottom put in it. Okay, so with the dry fit of the bottom, with that little bit of bevel from the plasma table, it doesn't quite fit in there, so I need to grind it a little bit to make it fit. One of my tack welds. Now, it won't be in the way in the final position, but it's just in the way of me getting this last little bit. It's literally right there. So I'll make it work. It's just gonna take a little force. Ta-da! All right. So I got a straight edge. Okay, I got a couple of high spots. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, so that worked. Yay. So now that that's all welded up, we'll take a look inside. You can see it's completely welded around the perimeter and should be completely watertight. So I know when I weld this, it's gonna want to flatten out. So I got to kind of imagine how much is it going to move. Yeah, the plasma doesn't always cut perfect, so I'll have to clean that up. I had a plan when I drew this up to take some angle and just cut it thinner and set it on there to kind of capture that. The only issue with that is there's a radius on the inside of the angle, which tends to let this wedge. So I've done it in the past and it ends up not working well over time. It wedges itself in there. So the solution I've come up with is just some angle on either side, and then I've got some 3/8 rod, which I'm gonna weld on there to capture it. And the nice thing about this is the damper can be removed in case this ever gets bound. It can be removed and cleaned up and put back together so that there's no issue. And I think it's robust enough to stand up to a fire. So the trick, if you could say there's a trick, the trick is to make sure that it's not too tight, because as it gets hot, it's going to expand, which is going to cause it to bind. So when you got a fire in there and you need to close it, it won't close. Steel expands, a little bit, not a ton, but it does. It expands when it gets hot. So my thought, I'm going to leave about, 1/16 or so. And we'll see how it works. I'm thinking when I'm going down the road in the trailer and around the corner with bumps, it could open. I don't really use this damper for airflow. Literally, that is designed to keep hot coals from falling out if they're still hot when I'm driving, which could happen. Got the stack on. I don't like the paint that they put on this. Normally Schedule 40 pipe, has a black finish, but this has a weird kind of paint. It smelled really bad. Okay, so here's where I realized that I did a little bit of work out of sequence. Normally when I build the firebox for these smokers, at least on the prototype that I built, put these door stops in this section of the firebox before I welded it to the firebox, because it's a lot easier to get in behind there and weld without getting inside. And I can't fit in there, so we'll see. All right, so I gotta put a little break in this to get it kind of rounded so that it slides nice and easy. So I'll show you that. Okay, so I got a short piece of threaded rod, piece of bar stock, round stock, and I've beveled the ends. I'm gonna weld those together. Got a piece of 3/8 tubing. Slides over that. Get the I made these on the plasma. They're just a 1/4-inch plate cut to a little circle. I got these lock nuts. Now all I got to do, weld that on. All right, that was fun. So the reason I put the nuts on the outside and the moving part on the inside is so that when it moves, it's not trying to tighten or loosen the nuts all the time. That does end up being a problem. So now I just have to set my door stop in there. And of course, you know, this is the trick, is to get it so that it's straight. So I need to weld it right there without looking at it. I don't know what came over me and why I ended up doing this, but I think I was just excited to get the front of this door on here. But typically I'll get this all tacked together. This front piece will get all of this steel welded to it. This part I'll fit the door, I'll see where that goes, I'll weld that in and have all of that completely welded before I ever put it on the front of the firebox to weld it. Makes it a lot easier. I've been struggling all morning on this, and this is supposed to be fun. Okay, so got it mounted on the trailer. Not perfect. Trailer, the little legs over there are kind of bent back, so I got to fix those. But it's balanced really well. I'd have to say it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 pounds, maybe 75 pounds on the front. Plus, once I get the doors, tuning plates in there, whatever kind of accessory plating I put underneath, so I'm probably going to put some diamond plate on the bottom, and more likely a spare tire right up here on the front, which is going to add more tongue weight to it. But ideally, it is just balanced really well. So, pretty happy with that. Anyway, I think we're going to call it a day. It's been a long day. It's been kind of tough. So, yeah, pick it up tomorrow.